Well, hello.
Hi.
I'm Claire.
And I'm Molly.
And this is Book Stupid. And we're back.
That's right.
That's right. You thought we wouldn't come back, and we're here.
Actually, this is kind of the most reliable thing we do in life.
Like, actually so true.
Yeah,
I feel like we get a lot of feedback that's like, it's really impressive that you do this every week. And it's like that. I wonder if other people would get that feedback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or is it just because we're so sort of inconsistent as people? We're back.
We're fucking back.
So we've never been so fucking back.
So true. And so are the fucking New York Knicks. I just want to say that really quick.
Yeah, completely. It's Jay versus New York City.
Siege texted that to a group chat of like 20 people last night. Not a single person engaged, including Jay.
Which I was like, so anyway, Jay is a Spurs fan, which like
Jay is this guy we know.
Oh yeah, Jay's this guy we know. Let's start there. Jay is this guy we know.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
You don't need to know more than that.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, sure.
And he's, for some reason, a really big San Antonio Spurs fan, despite having never lived in San Antonio. So I was really, I'm excited. I wanted the Spurs to win, so it could be Jay versus New York City.
Yeah, and Jay lives in New York City, to be clear. And
I sent that to the group chat, and no one responded, and it really pissed me off.
So she doubled down and said, "No response for old Claire."
Nobody even threw me a haha.
And you
react
know, in like the total terms of basketball, like that's generosity for your basketball team.
Thank you.
You're kind of the guy who comes out at halftime to like juggle plates.
I'm like the Harlem Globetrotter.
That's true. Yeah.
Come on, give me laugh at me, please.
And you know what? This is actually kind of prescient because you spent yesterday wearing a certain accessory. Do you want to explain?
Really good transition, Molly. Yeah, so this is I sent that text while wearing a jester hat. I think it's important to just like picture me firing off
euphemism.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
With
bells?
So
did the one with bells come in time?
Well, so they both had bells ultimately.
Oh my god.
But mine did have bells. Yesterday was Ben Fair.
Ben, the producer of Book Stupid.
Yeah, Fair Ben.
Editor. He's not. You're a producer,
yeah,
James.
He's the editor.
He's the editor. Ben, the editor of Book Stupid,
turned 30 last week, so he had his birthday party was yesterday, and it was Renaissance Fair themed, but called Ben Fair. Very clever.
Very clever.
And they asked me to dress like a jester, and perform some stand-up, so I did that. Yeah. See, people were saying that I didn't look like a jester enough because it was pretty much just the hat, and my boobs were out. Yeah. The jester can't have her boobs out?
What? Jesters can't have great hair, yabo yabo naturals?
You can't have yabo yabo naturals and be hilarious? It's not possible?
What are people saying?
It's like one person said it, and I'm like, people were saying that I didn't look enough like a jester.
Crazy.
But Ben Fair was super freaking fun. I learned a Renaissance era like word that I keep saying, which is just hark.
Hark indeed.
Yeah,
no, totally.
Anytime someone like, we were in this like really cute, like it was perfect for what it was like this like small clearing in the woods in Central Park. It was very like Lilith Fair vibes.
Love, yeah.
And anytime someone walked through, I went, hark, a traveler. So then we were all kind of doing that.
Oh, but she doesn't look enough like a jester. That's hilarious.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the problem is if you give me an accessory like that, like it's like that's gonna become a big part of my persona for the next 12 hours.
No, totally.
So like then we went out drinking, and I had the jester hat in my purse, and then like I just sort of started taking it out.
How big was your purse?
Small. But the jester hat folds nicely.
Okay.
So then, like, with the last bar we went to, you actually would have loved this. We had the bartender play Ring My Bell.
Oh, cute.
And Jupes and I were dancing, and I was shaking my bells.
Hell yeah.
And going, ring my bell, and hitting the bell. You know? So it was really, everyone loved it. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. But then we remembered that the song is like 9 minutes long.
It is.
So about 2 minutes in, we were like,
I think it's like a
time
full
to
8 minutes. Yeah. And just, have we told stupid heads the relevance of
oh,
Ring
I
My
don't
Bell?
know. Yeah.
It's that my mom listens to it every single day. She saw a TikTok that was like, the one song casinos don't want you to hear, because it is apparently a song consistent with the vibrations of abundance.
Yeah.
So like if you play Ring My Bell and dance to it, you're gonna engender abundance in your life. Yeah, manifest wealth. So now, like, good moments sometimes are Ring My Bell moments.
Yeah.
And
right.
I understand you were in and out of Brandy's piano bar last night.
Oh, yeah.
And around our birthday, we got Brandy's to play
Ring My Bell. You're so
too.
Right.
That might have been a little bit what was on the noggin if whoever
that
was
was
it Ash who requested it.
I know, it was actually you.
Joopy, nice. Yeah.
I think because I was I kept like hitting
you
the bell,
ringing your bell
on the beat.
Yeah.
Although I famously like don't have rhythm.
Hey. And what were we doing recently where we decided you do have great rhythm?
Well, we were snapping. And
I think maybe the tempo was something like this.
It was very slow.
Yeah.
And it was more than I was matching you.
I'm such an oldest sibling. I'm such a fucking
and I'm
bully.
such a youngest. Where I'm like, yeah, I love a sort of role model that I can lock into.
Such a bitch. You keep a beat so well.
Yeah, it is like now that you've said that, like I don't have rhythm. Like that's the thing I believe about myself.
No,
it's okay.
It's not true.
I don't have rhythm. I'm not.
This all comes down. It was one wedding, Dan Gerard's wedding.
Oh, with the tambourine.
With the tambourines,
yeah.
And it wasn't that you don't have rhythm. It was that you had 30 drinks.
It could have been both, to be honest.
and like we had so many zins.
Yeah.
It wasn't a fair test of your. And a tambourine is a famously temperamental instrument.
That's a tough one. And Erin was nailing it. So like
that's the problem. You were also next to Erin.
I was being compared.
And she was using her ass to
and
bang the tambourine.
She's got not only rhythm but like style.
Right.
And I think I've got style, no rhythm. And honestly, not that much style.
I don't think that's right. You have both in spades.
When I get on the dance floor, it's a lot of just like vibes only.
But that's like what people want on a dance floor. What Erin does is kind of like a siren's call. Like it's dangerous.
She's like a pop star.
You're a friend on the floor. She's a she's a threat.
She's a star.
She's a star.
Yeah. Yes.
You welcome people in.
Yeah.
People kind of like
let her
fan around her, but they don't join her, you know, because
Yeah.
she's a star.
Yeah,
she's a pop star. Yeah.
So yeah, that I'm the jester.
You're the jester.
It's like when I have sunglasses when I'm drunk, you know, I start to wear them like I call them like readers. I love a prop. I love a prop.
Another time we were out, this wasn't prop based, but it was something that made me laugh so hard. You got it in your head. You just kept saying, I loved chasing dragons with you. I have loved chasing dragons with you.
It was the day we did the chicken chase. So I kept like going up to we did a chicken chase for Jupes' birthday like 3 years ago. And I kept telling my teammates, like, we lost miserably. We were on the same team.
We were abominably last place.
Almost like unbelievably bad at
They had to tell us, like, hey, not only did you not find the chicken at all, you're now so late to the party that, like, we're just going to tell you where everyone is.
Like, please, you're now being rude by joining the party. So to my teammates, I just was like, you know, no matter what, I loved chasing dragons with you.
Beautiful.
So
it was really beautiful.
What's new with you?
I wanted to tell you about some like really insane behaviors I've observed.
Oh, recently, I would love to hear it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like just prepared 2 lists for you.
Perfect.
To catch up on. Okay, one. Okay, I was in an elevator at Bergdorf Goodman.
Okay.
And we're like going down. It's famously like a fucking, you know, herding. It's a cattle call.
Yeah.
Those elevators.
Okay.
They pack you in.
Okay.
And there are all these different floors, and it stops at every floor, and people pack in more. It's just not fun, and there are all these like
it's
uppity.
Not fun. The elevator should be fun.
The elevator should be fun. And it's like all these uppity bitches shopping at Bergdorf's, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're in the elevator. At one floor, a family gets in. It's 2 adult children and a mom. Okay. And they're all like rich New York type, you know? And now we go down one floor, but they're all kind of talking loudly with one another. And like the elevator should be fun or silent.
Yes, completely.
And actually, silence can be fun too.
It can be.
So like everyone else is kind of observing, like they're like, okay, silence is the choice for this elevator, except for this family of adult children and mother being like, me, Okay, now we go a floor down, doors open, some people get in. 2 children are sitting on a bench facing the elevator, but they're not getting on the elevator. They are both wearing Cleveland Cavaliers flat brims.
Okay.
They look brand new. I think these children might have stopped at the NBA store before going to Bergdorf's. They are waiting on the bench because their adult is shopping. They are alone.
Yeah.
But this is the day. This is the Sunday morning of Game 4 against the Cavs, wherein the Knicks swept them.
Yeah.
Adult son of the family leans his head out of the elevator, delaying the doors from closing. Leans out of the elevator, delaying the doors from closing, puts that out, heckles the children. He goes,
how so?
He goes, yeah, real guts wearing those hats in New York today. You're going to fucking lose. Tonight, you lose. It's over for you. It's all over. They are 8 and 4, perhaps.
Did he really say you're going to fucking lose?
Maybe he said you're going to lose. I don't know if he cursed them out, but the energy was abrasive. It wasn't.
It doesn't sound jokey.
You're not even deigning to get out of the elevator. You're just poking your head out, delaying all of our travels to lower floors.
Elevator warrior from behind your sliding doors.
Totally.
Feel pretty brave in that elevator, huh?
Pick on someone in your elevator.
Yeah. Would you say that if they were in this elevator with you? That should be a barometer for kindness.
And these kids were like, just like shocked.
Aww,
they said
and it's actually
nothing.
sad because it's like they're still standing by their man even though they're gonna lose.
Exactly. They clearly bought those hats that morning. Like they were just kind of keeping some hope alive for their basketball team. And they're like from Cleveland, probably. And they're just sitting there getting yelled at by adult New York son. Upper East Side son.
Did the elevator like rally behind him? Were you guys all like, yeah?
No, we all just stayed really quiet.
Yeah.
And the kids just kind of looked shell-shocked, like looking at this man. And then he finally allowed the doors to close, and we all just kind of like,
that's so fucking
went
weird,
down.
Actually. That's
what I'm saying. This is a list of insane behavior.
Yeah. How old do you think this man was?
Older than us. I'd put him late 30s.
What a freak.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The next insane behavior I witnessed today at the U-Haul rental facility.
Yeah.
I helped my brother move out of his apartment today. We got a U-Haul at 8 in the morning. Okay, so it's already packed at 8 in the morning. Like people, and everyone has a terrible attitude.
Of course, yeah.
But the woman behind the counter, she's like 10 toes down. She's like trying to make everyone feel okay.
Okay.
And we've had snags already. Jack has a temporary license. They say, oh, you can't rent a U-Haul with one of those. So easy to fake those. She calls a different guy in. Those get faked all the. Who's faking a license to rent a U-Haul? Terrorists? Actually, that sounds real.
Don't give them ideas. Terrorists, you didn't hear that.
We actually have a huge terrorist listener base. Big stupid heads. No, so we used my license in the end, but this woman was really nice throughout, even as she's giving us bad news. She's just like getting through the day, whatever.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of like stalling out, waiting for our stuff to go through, standing on the side. A new guy comes up in line to address her. He starts he's wearing a Chili's shirt, I should also say. It's like I pigged out at Chili's.
I saw God at Chili's, in this Chili's.
I was a nasty, sloppy boy at Chili's. And
I had the molten chocolate lava cake at Chili's.
Yeah. And he's talking to the woman. It's a normal interaction so far, but he's bringing that kind of like big dog energy that like nobody's loving.
Right. Okay.
Energy. And so she's like just facilitating his rental. And there's a beat of silence. He goes, how long you been in this game?
In this U-Haul game?
How long you been in this game?
How long you been slinging U-Hauls?
See, I closed my eyes because I didn't want to be on Earth anymore. This poor woman just goes, too long. What? Too long. What?
He says it again?
No.
Okay.
Just once.
What?
How long you been in this game? Are you flirting?
Yeah, it feels a little
like
it feels like flirting, but bad.
You're harassing.
Yeah, it feels like harassing.
Like, leave her alone. And also, how long you been in this game?
Yeah, why can't you just be normal?
Just be.
Like, how long have you worked here?
Right. And even like, why is that?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I sometimes do that with people in that situation, but it's different because I'm a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it wasn't.
And wasn't he didn't have good intentions,
and he wasn't hot enough.
The classic book stupid promise. If you're hot enough, you can be creepy.
Yeah. Okay, now instance number 3. This is my final instance of people behaving insanely in front of me.
Okay,
and this is all like in the past 48 hours.
Seriously.
Okay, so I took the Q on Friday. I took one of the. I'm a New Yorker and I know how to take the subway.
Of course.
So even though both seats of the perpendicular 2-seaters were open, I went to the one against the wall by the window because I'm not a dickhead. I'm not going to make someone climb over my lap if they want an open seat. Both seats are open. I'm going to go sit next, even though it's objectively the worst seat because you're trapped.
I like that seat.
Well, we have very long legs. I'm surprised you like it.
Yeah.
We touch the other seat in front of us.
Our knees literally, it's like I hit and that part I don't like, especially if like that sometimes means you're touching someone's butt.
If there are people occupying the seat next to you and the seat in front of you, you're touching.
You're touching. Yeah, and they don't like that. So, and then that makes me not like it because I'm like, I'm making you uncomfortable with my knees.
Because I'm kneeing your hole. Like, I'm sorry I'm kneeing your hole right now. Which I get. Okay, so I take that seat like a martyr when nobody's in either of the other seats.
Okay.
Though there were people, Yes. It was still my best choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was someone in the seat in front of me. A couple gets on at the next stop. The woman sits next to me. Her boyfriend looms over both of us.
Okay.
Looms large in our lives.
Yeah. He's your boyfriend now, too.
Yeah. And he's got a voice like this. He's got a voice just like this. And he's talking loudly.
Oh, yikes.
The whole time. Okay, he can't stop talking to his girlfriend.
How tall is he? Sorry,
short.
It's important. Okay, yeah.
Short. But he's beyond talking like that, he's talking insane content.
Okay.
The subject of his work. I'm like, whoa. And it's inane conversation.
Yeah.
They are talking about their dinner plans for the most part. But they keep slipping in these clearly like immensely painful kind of like subtext in their relationship. Like, like at one point she just alludes to Venmoing him for something.
Yeah.
And this, I'm not even kidding. Like, this is not an exaggeration. He goes, I will not have that. I will not allow it. I will not allow it. Don't disrespect me that way. And he is so emphatic and crazy, but his intent is to say, I won't take $1 from
right.
you.
Why are you saying it like that?
And I'm in their relationship.
Yeah. You're their baby.
Kissing both of them with tongue. Like, I'm just part of it. And I'm like, stop making me part of this. And so she's like, well, I just offered because like you have this going on. He goes, actually, after this month, I'll have more disposable income.
Oh, yikes. Yikes. He's a bad guy.
Again, I'm closing my eyes like I need to get off the face of the earth.
I need to be nuked right now.
And then, so like that, he says that. And now all of a sudden she starts kind of waving her hands in front of her face like this. She's kind of, and for listeners, I'm shaking my hand in front of my face. And he goes, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
The voice is taking me out of the ordinary.
And she goes, I'm just having a lot of anxiety right now.
Yeah, because your little rodent is yelling at you for being generous to his basketball team.
God. And I'm like, me too!
Yeah,
me
you
too.
start shaking your hand.
And now he's going, oh my God. He's like, should we go sit over there where we can sit next to each other?
What is happening?
And I'm like,
you're like, yeah, go for it, king.
Take me out of your baby Bjorn and go over there. And she goes, no, I just want to sit.
She's like, no, I actually want to break up with you.
Meanwhile, I'm sure she was like tapping Morse code at me, like, please. No, but she goes, no, and now I don't know. He tries to like change the conversation or soothe her. So he goes, I'm so excited for dinner tonight. The place you chose for dinner tonight. You're so good at choosing places for dinner tonight.
This is so dark.
Thank you.
This is the darkest thing you've said so far. This one really hurts. What is going on in that relationship? I need to know.
I don't know.
What? She's threatened to leave.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
What?
It was so dark.
How long do you think they've been together? Sorry, I have to know.
No, like, I was wondering the same. I don't know.
It feels like not that long.
But
at
long enough
the same
that they're
time,
like real dating. It's
yes.
exclusive and
like there's like financial trauma.
like, right. But you're right. I'd put it at a year or maybe
That's
just
what I was
under.
gonna say, a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are my 3 insane behaviors I've observed recently.
And was she like, thank you for saying that about how I pick restaurants?
Yeah.
And they moved on.
She's like, thank you. Thanks. Yeah. I do that.
Sis, leave him on the queue.
Yeah. When we got to my stop, I had to climb over. They weren't even getting off at our stop. And I was like, where are you going?
The last stop, perhaps?
Yeah. Get out those maps. Yeah. And I was like, I got up. It was like, for fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I said it out loud.
Well, this is also like, you don't wear headphones in public, which is so like, but this is sometimes makes me sad about the things the
observe
horrible things I miss.
No, totally.
If I'm always AirPodded up.
And like, it does like exhaust your spirit.
Right. It's kind of a double-edged sword because you get to like bear witness to things that are interesting, but at the same time you're like, oh my God, the average Joe is insane.
Oh, and if you're an empath,
fucking forget it. He'd never get out of bed. Those AirPods are my empathy guards. My heart bleeds too much. I gotta wear my AirPods.
Yeah. Like another list of 3 I need to share.
Oh, share please.
Is that okay?
It's very okay.
Okay, so this apartment that I was moving my brother out of today is in the East Village, and it's immediately next door to the 9th precinct.
Okay.
He literally lived next door to a full police like building.
Got it.
9th precinct. And I observed 3 things about the 9th precinct that I have to share. One, we're like trying to park the fucking U-Haul, and like he's lived there a year. Like I've been in and out of his apartment all the time. We're parking the U-Haul. I'm like, oh, right there. But like, it's also all of this parking in front of his building is like cop of the month. Parking for cop of the month.
Oh my God. Cop of the month is the boyfriend.
And then I'm like, oh wait, what about right there? It literally says prisoner drop off.
Oh my God.
Prisoner drop off. Drop off your prisoners here.
School drop off.
Fucking awesome. Yeah.
Car line for prisoner.
That really got me. So we didn't park there. We just moved some traffic cones and parked somewhere else. Dicey, doing some kind of illegal parking maneuvers in front of the 9th precinct. Yeah. Pulled it off.
Nice.
The other thing I noticed in front of the building, signage everywhere that I really just became interested in. Too little, too late.
Yeah.
Like, last day, I'm starting to read signs.
Isn't that the way, though?
Isn't
as soon as you're sort of saying goodbye, that's when you...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Acknowledge a lot of the beauty around
the beauty of the 9th precinct.
Okay, another signage, though, is right under like a security camera, and it's an e-commerce exchange. I said, Jack, what do you think that is? He was like, Molly, it's like when people buy things from one another on the internet and want a safe place to exchange goods.
What?
And like the whole notion is like the police are watching.
And meanwhile, like no one's looking at that camera.
And like
a prisoner drop off.
Has anyone used the internet ever?
Yeah, what?
E-commerce exchange? What are you guys fucking doing?
That is so crazy.
Isn't it insane?
What? You just are supposed to go to a weird guy's apartment to pick up the couch. That's like, what you're... And also, yeah, what are you actually exchanging?
I don't know. It makes me want to go meet you under that camera and do something so weird.
Just do something crazy. Let's go do something crazy at e-commerce exchange.
I was like, there's so much opportunity here. Like, what?
We should, like, piss in a cup at e-commerce exchange.
Exchange cups.
Yeah. We should do a small crime at e-commerce exchange and see if we can make it work.
Nobody's watching. You know nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Okay, the third thing I noticed at the 9th precinct today. Okay, so there's like a parade in New York today where there's going to be a big police presence. And so we saw them like preparing to go like patrol. And then what was so funny, and like we were at Jack's apartment for like probably 2 hours just moving shit down into the U-Haul. So we just kept passing. But we saw a number of officers like go into the precinct in their uniforms and then come out as plainclothes cops.
Okay.
To go like infiltrate.
Yeah, just be around
the gathering and like and these like old adults came out in like baggy long jean cargo shorts and beanies, like, hey kids.
Like that meme from 30 Rock,
literally,
of Steve Buscemi in like a beanie.
Hey fellow kids. Literally, they were coming, or like skinny faded distressed denim and like Air Force Ones, like, guys,
like they look like Skater Boy.
God. But then they all rode off on Razor scooters.
Well, no,
yeah,
like electric ones, or that Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Completely.
God, being a police officer is so embarrassing. Don't cut that.
Don't cut that.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I observed today.
Wow, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I also observed some weird... I'm going to do a smooth transition if you don't mind. I also observed some strange behavior of people at the movie theater this week.
Tell me more.
And I'm going to move us into culture with that smooth transition,
that
if
was
you will.
Smooth as hell, dude.
So I saw Obsession this week.
She asked me to go, and I said, have you considered that I'm scared of Obsession?
And I was like, don't be a baby.
I am a baby.
You're that couple's baby. So, yeah. But the first thing I wanted to say about it was that I witnessed it like I want to say like a third date, or maybe like it had to have been early, because you're not going to the movies on a first date, right?
I don't think so. That'd be so weird.
I think that would be very weird. But I do think it's a great like third to fifth date, because you're kind of like, I don't. It's sort of
something to do.
It's something to do, and it's a little sexy.
It is a little dark.
Dark equals sex, famously.
Lights off.
The lights stay off when we go to the movies. But it's odd, because when you're like early dating, you're still getting to know someone. So like the whole movie theater was bearing witness to that.
Were they because like loudly talking?
They were loudly getting to know each other in row L of the AMC on East
corporally
80s.
Or like just like were they touching each other loudly?
I don't think so.
Okay, it was talking. It wasn't like
I don't think touching each other loudly like
I guess
raises a lot of questions for me.
You weren't all hearing like
no, they were sucking and licking. But they were like, you know, talking about like TV and movies, like very getting to know you type shit.
During the previews or
during the previews.
Okay.
But we were talking about this yesterday. It started to cross the line when they were talking during the Nicole Kidman portion, because that's when you shut up. Yeah. You're allowed to talk. We were saying that you are allowed to talk through previews, especially in today's culture where there's no respect. Like, you're allowed
to watch TikTok loud.
Yeah, out loud.
During previews.
Yeah. You're allowed to bring out your speaker and play music during the previews, I guess. But like, once Nicole Kidman comes on the stage, it's time to stop.
Yeah.
They bulldozed through that. I will say it was the guy doing the most of the talking. Who's surprised? And her just kind of like absorbing what he was saying. Two really great highlights from him talking at her. One was that he was like, favorite TV show? Definitely The Sopranos. And then I told you this one already. He was like, it's just like, I don't know what he was talking about, but he was like, it's just ridiculous, like ridiculous premise, because like you can't take the bar in New York without going to law school. So another couple that I hope breaks up after witnessing a man talk. And like you could just hear her trying to be like quietly respond. Like I couldn't even make out what she was saying because I think she was trying to like bring down their collective.
Kidman's on.
Yeah, she was trying to bring down their collective volume, but it like what? And then literally as soon as like the lights went down and it was clear, like he was still talking, and someone literally went, "Shut the fuck up!" Like people were not having it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it was fascinating. And then
how did he respond to being told shut the fuck up?
He did stop talking, but I was like, how do you come back from that in a dating? Like, if I witnessed that, I would be like, that's it.
Oh
like,
my god.
I can't ever see you again. If you're getting shushed at AMC,
you're being told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sorry. You're being told to shut the fuck up at AMC.
That's the end.
You're dead to me.
That's over. You're an A-lister. You've got a reputation.
Exactly. I can't have people associating me with that behavior.
No.
God.
So
that was just like fascinating.
Yeah.
Also, again, people coming into the movie like 15 minutes in, and it just makes me so mad. But beyond that, do you know the premise of the movie?
Kind of.
It starts with this guy whose name is Bear, real name Barron.
Barron.
Yeah.
Trump?
Like Trump. As in
suitcase.
Trump.
My suitcase.
My suitcase. But then he goes by Bear, like the bear of the show. And he's in love with his.
Not like the bear necessity.
Not like bears generally, like the bear of the show. He is best friends with this girl Nikki. It's a group of four: Nikki, a girl, and then Sarah, a girl, and then his like guy best friend Ian. Okay. And the four of them work at this music store. Also, what I found interesting about this, impossible to tell like how old anyone is supposed to be or where in the country we are.
Interesting.
It's giving kind of like, I don't know, like they all live alone or on their own. Well, they don't. I don't know. The main guy lives on his own, but it's like, you all seem like this is like a high school job, maybe. Like, I'm confused. And then the one girl gets into art school, so I'm like, literally, how old is anyone? I can't tell. But it seems like that's a choice. Like, I don't know. Don't know what it was supposed to, what the choice meant, but it seemed like a choice.
Okay.
He's in love with Nikki, and it starts with like him being like, how am I gonna tell her, like blah 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 blah, and then she announces that she's leaving the job, and he's like, I gotta tell her, like whatever. And then he ends up buying this thing from like a magic shop that's like make a wish and like whatever, and the store owner's like, it's real, like, but it's like, he's like, it's not. He ends up breaking the thing in half, which is the wish. That's how you make the wish. And saying, I want Nikki to be so in love with me, love me more than anyone else, or something. Something about the phrasing was. She then turns into like so obsessed with him, obsession, to the point where like anything he does that's not about her pisses her off, like will make her angry and like violent. Awesome. And she's like kind of just like stalking him now, and it like. she's no longer the person that she was. And she's like just turning into a real creep, honestly. And so now he's kind of like, but like he's also like, this is the person I've been in love with for literally like 10 years or something. Gotcha. Like this is what all I've ever wanted. And I won't get into like a lot of shit goes down. There's a point, like it's a very graphic. From that point of view, I don't think you would have enjoyed how graphic it was. It was also kind of funny at points, which I love going to horror movies in the movie theater, because I think like there are things that make everyone so uncomfortable, and we all kind of like, everyone like laughs at it. It like is honestly a more pleasant viewing experience than watching a horror movie at home, because it's just like we're all like it's like shock. So anyway, it was a crazy movie, and I thought the ending was really well done. Do you mind if I spoil it? You can spoil it. Okay. I'm gonna see it this week. It ends with like her waking up sort of like in like a liminal space at night and being like, just kill me. Like she's still in there and she's like, please just kill me. Like this is horrible. Like this is not who I am. This is not how I want to be. Like you should kill me. And really, like he goes back to the shop and is like, what can I do? And they're like, he's like, the only way it ends is like if you die or she dies. Like one of you gotta go.
Seriously?
And if that's the thing, it's like you kill yourself. Sorry, you did this, you kill your, I mean that sucks that you did that, but like you gotta kill yourself because like you did this to this woman. Yeah. And you're the bad guy.
And if one of you has to go, it's you.
Exactly. And then he like isn't he because he's like, well, like it should be good, you know, he's a man ultimately. And then she's like begging him to kill her, and because
she doesn't fucking love him. She's not obsessed with him.
Exactly. And then at the same time, Sarah, I guess, has been in love with him, so she like confronts, this is how it ends, is like she kind of like confronts him about being in, not confront, but it sort of starts like whatever. And then the Nikki finds them in the car and bashes her head into the wheel and kills her, because she's like, how dare you come after my man. And that part was really shocking and horrifying to watch. And then he's like, okay, this has gotten so out of hand, so he tries to get Ian. He's like, maybe I can reverse it by having someone else wish that this had never happened. Like, maybe I can circumvent, which is honestly a good idea. But then he asks his friend Ian to do it, and he's like, this is bullshit. Like, this isn't a real thing. Like, oh, I wish I had $1 billion. And, like, he does get $1 billion. And then he comes over and, like, tries to, like, help the bear out. He's like, okay, like this is real and crazy, like how can I, like that didn't work, but like how can I help you fix this?
Wait, so he did try to make the wish, like I want to undo this? Well,
once you only get one wish,
and he used it on $1 billion.
Yeah, because he didn't think it was real. And Nikki shoots him, just as like, now she's like
on a rampage.
Yeah, she's like dead.
She kills Ian.
Yeah, she kills Ian. So now like half the friend group is dead and it's just the two of them. And so then like finally Bear's like, all right, I gotta kill myself. Like what they're
Bear.
Yeah, of course, like fuck you.
And like why is no one kind of like apprehending the murderer?
Right, yeah. Well, and she makes him like help her like bury the bodies. She's like, you have to do this. And so he's like, I'm gonna kill myself. He starts like taking all these pills, and then he's like starts to back out and like is trying to like throw up. And you're like, no, you actually were doing the right thing. Yeah. Here. But also you're ruining this girl's life no matter what.
Where did Nikki get a gun?
I forget.
Cool.
Yeah. And
anywhere, because it's set in America.
Or I think. Or she killed him. I don't really remember how. But then all of a sudden he like snaps and you're like, what's going on here? And I think I haven't looked this up, but I think she made a wish. I think she got her own like wish thing, Nikki, and made a wish that he would love her as much as she loved him, because she's like, part of her thing is like, why doesn't he love me the same way I love him? Why isn't he obsessed with me? So he comes out of the bathroom like, Nikki, like I finally get it. Like, we are whatever. Wait, and then what happens? I kind of forget. Oh, sorry. Because he like snapped out of undoing killing himself.
Yeah.
He like the damage is done, and so he dies. So the pills then take effect, and he overdoses and dies. And then it immediately breaks the spell for her, but now she's surrounded by these bodies, and she's got covered in blood, and her life is ruined, regardless. So fascinating film. Molly's looking at me with just like abject horror.
What the hell?
Yeah, and I think I don't really have like a deep take on it, but my one take that I wanted to share is like this kind of premise is so unromantic to me. I mean, obviously it's a horror movie,
Yeah.
but like the idea
healthy.
Thank you. But the idea, and I guess that maybe this is the point of the movie, but the idea of wanting, like, even the wish itself, the inciting incident being this wish that's like, I wish she loved me. And it's like, that's not real love to me. Real love is like, you love them. No, and it doesn't necessarily, and maybe I'm like fucked up for this, but like, and it doesn't necessarily matter if they reciprocate it.
Completely.
Yeah.
I really agree.
And I think if you would be so self-centered in that love as to be like, all I want is for them to feel the same way, it will never be the actual. Oh, that's not fulfilling.
No,
it's if you center yourself in the love, it will destroy it.
That's a bar.
Thank you.
What a stunning notion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I do have to be a bit of a misandrist real quick.
Yeah, please.
Feels like that's a singularly male problem.
Completely.
Yeah.
You also, if I'm getting into the magic system.
And we will.
And we will. I always will.
And we always will.
I think an ethical, like, it's if your desire is to be loved.
Yeah.
Which is like, yes, a self-centered.
Which, like, I think everyone wants
yes.
that. I'm not saying that it's wrong to want that.
I think you could say, I wish to find the person I'm meant to be with.
Right. I wish to know if, like, this is possible with this person or something like that.
I think that'd be a waste of a wish.
Well, for sure. Then just wish for $1 billion. Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah. He was onto something. He's the only one with his head on right.
Yeah. In this late stage capitalism.
Right. It could be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But completely. And then it sounds like he doesn't even really kind of like grasp like he's just like, no, she's not loving me right.
Right.
It's like you've single-handedly ruined this woman worse than death.
Yes. You cared, and obviously, yes, he didn't know that the wish would come true, but it's like you so didn't care about her in this equation that you were willing to make her life miserable.
Yes, this woman you love so much.
Yeah.
You'll ruin like nothing.
Yeah, and you don't love her. You're just projecting your own shit onto her. By the way,
and that you see her ruined in front of you, and your instinct isn't, oh my god, what have I done?
And kill yourself immediately. Sorry. That's how you figure. I did think the workaround of asking the friend to make the wish was a good,
clever.
Yeah,
clever.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to see that work.
Yeah.
And who did let her get her hands on a wish?
See, that's the part and I'm actually not sure that was my interpretation of the ending, but like I'm not.
It sounds right.
Yeah,
what else?
But you're right. I'm not. Maybe he bought multiple. I don't know.
And like how did Ian get one? Like
he gave one to Ian because he was like, "Please, I need you to do this."
Does the store just have an unlimited supply of real wishes?
Yeah, I mean that's where the magic system is. Like, what state are we in? What time is it? Who are you people?
Where did the $1 billion come from?
The sky.
Really?
It fell like bricks of cash fell.
No fucking
way. Through his ceiling.
That's fun.
It was a fun movie. I really did enjoy it, and it was very atmospheric, which I like.
I do.
So yeah, it was. But people are like loving it, which I think is interesting. I did think that it was like. I didn't know a single person in this movie, which is fun.
Yeah.
It's like new people on the scene.
I love that.
She was fantastic.
Really?
Nikki. She played a literally deranged person so well.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun role.
Yeah, I bet.
I've played it many times.
In my day-to-day life.
All right. Okay, it sounds great, and I'm so glad to know the plot.
Yeah, I knew you'd like to hear about it.
Yeah, like love to hear about it, in fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. If
I
it's
don't
like
think you should see it.
For me to see necessarily. Jack really wants to see it.
I think that could be fun for him.
He'd love it.
Yeah.
He wants to see Liminal too.
Oh,
Backrooms.
Yeah, I also I was actually thinking about maybe trying to see that tonight, but I don't know.
He would love to see that.
Yeah, that would be great.
But it sounds like kind of similar vibes to those
I
two.
think it's I don't actually know I just know that it's like liminal spaces is the premise of Backrooms, but yeah, it sounds kind of similar.
Interesting. Yeah, miss me with that, but
yeah,
thank you for telling me.
Yeah, I really relish the opportunity.
Story. Yeah.
Anyway, what about you? What have you been?
Do you know what I was watching? I crushed 7 out of 8 episodes of the new season of 4 Seasons.
Okay,
last
nice.
night. Did you ever watch the first season?
I did. I don't know if I finished the first season. How does it end?
I stopped and then I came back. This is a big spoiler.
Oh, that's fine.
And just notice for everyone, the first season ends with Steve Carell dying.
What?
Can you believe?
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
What a shame. I like that guy.
No, totally.
He's kind of a bad guy in the...
Very bad guy,
yeah.
even. And then it's revealed in like the very final moments of the first season that not only is Steve Carell dead, but the younger woman he cheated on his wife with and then left his wife for is pregnant. Yeah. Nuts.
Wow.
So like things get a little bit more like...
intriguing.
Yeah,
because it's a comedy.
Soapy.
Yeah.
Right. And that, like what I do love about the show generally is it's like not all great people, but like really related, like real, and like a good incisive cut of life at like 47, you know, however old they're meant to be.
I think that seems right. Like early 50s,
45,
late 40s.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like they're all college friends and like whatever, but it feels like enough of a gut punch, you know? You're like, these are real people in relationships and they're going through
real marriage problems.
Yes. And it's honestly interesting to see like the problems that do kind of settle into your late middle age. Like, it feels like, I don't hear a lot of stories about like, why does my marriage feel weird when we've been married 23 years?
Yeah, like why does it suddenly not what it has been for?
Yeah. Kinda. Except for Sweet Magnolias.
A perfect show.
And where's that latest?
Where is Sweet Magnolias? This is our call to you. Come back to our screens. We need it.
We haven't poured one out.
We need to just sit down and pour one out with the Sweet Magnolias, please. You, me, and Chris Mangine, the only 3 people in the world who watch that show.
We gotta watch with him.
I would love that.
Oh, that'd be fun. Sweet Magnolias come back to our screens. We're gonna have a margarita and guacamole party with Chris Mangine.
With Chris Mangine,
another guy we know.
He's in the group chat. And Chris Mangine, feel free to my message.
Yeah. Okay, so like I actually fucking love 4 seasons now. It took me, I stopped watching the first season, then I came back to it months later.
I kind of did that too, and then I'm not sure if I ever finished it, but it's very well written and fun.
By the end of the first season, I was like, wait, I'm loving this. And I think it was because they brought more plot to the table.
Right. I think that's maybe what I was missing a little bit.
Right. A little, give me something, a little bit of action.
Yeah.
And now we're getting action.
Okay.
Season 2, you see like the baby's now part of the equation and like it keeps this young woman tethered to the group in weird ways.
Right, because it's like that's the older kid's sister or brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, but there's a specific relationship I just wanted to talk about. It's Tina Fey, her name's Kate, and Coleman Domingo.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And his name's Danny.
Right.
In the show. And they're like best friends. Like they're the best friends from college. And like it's like a whole friend group, but like they are like each other's best friend, you know? And they're like best friends because they're both so funny and so mean. Yeah. And like have
it's like theater girl and theater gay.
Yes.
Yeah.
With like biting fucking commentary on everyone else.
Yeah.
And they, so like again, this is all just riddled with spoilers, but they have all lived in New York or like around New York their whole adult lives. And now Danny is moving to Italy with his husband, who is Italian and has been living in the States for 16 years.
Right.
And it's like, okay, now we're going to do Italy. Like, it's his turn to get to live by his family and whatever. And he reveals this at a time where Kate is like kind of listless in her own marriage. Her husband hasn't really like been cool since Steve Carell died.
Yeah.
And he's Will Forte, which
right. He's great. Yeah.
Oh wait, did I get it wrong? Yeah. No,
yeah,
Will
that's
Forte,
right. Yeah.
And so she's like, was gonna like make this proposal to him, like, I'd like to open a B&B with you, like, and we can just like be bitches forever together. And like, she didn't even get to the proposal because he's like, I'm moving to Italy in 2 weeks.
Oh.
And so she goes and visits him in Italy. And again, I've not seen the last episode of this season, so I don't actually know how it's resolved. But like this penultimate episode that I just watched has them kind of like get mugged and then get lost on the streets of this little Italian town, and like they're trying to make their way to the church, whatever. And it's like this night where they kind of repair their friendship, which was damaged by his decision to move away.
Okay.
And they like have like a funny moment where she like pees her pants and like it breaks down the walls between them, and now they have an honest conversation. And it's like them saying like what's wrong between them in that moment. And she's like, the way she articulates it is like, I'm heartbroken. You made this choice. And I'm not in love with you, because like one of the Italian family members is like, this is the woman that's in love with your husband. And she's like, I'm not in love with you. That pissed me off that she said that. He's like, yeah, I know. That pissed you off. But I do love you. And it's hard because our relationship will change, but you're the person who knew me when I was 19. And that girl who showed up at college. And now I'm a wife and a mother and a scary boss, but only you know that 19-year-old, and I feel so far from her.
Aww.
And you collapse that distance, basically. Like, you make
me feel like that girl. Yeah.
And then he kind of answers saying like, yes, no one knows you better than me, and no one knows me better than you.
Yeah.
And like okay, so I'm having a hard time with that whole scene because first I was like, it was kind of like the obsession thing where I'm like, how weird that your very best friend matters most to you because they are reflect back.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yourself in a certain way that's flattering.
They make you feel better about who you are. Yeah.
Right. It's just such a self-centered lens to view a friend.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But then like his comment kind of like, and like I do think these are two self-centered characters. Like this whole kind of like cast of characters, they're not meant to be good people necessarily.
No. They're all like nasties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then his response kind of like then brought me back where I'm like, there is this aspect of like, we see each other.
Yeah.
Like no one else
can
see us.
I wonder if it's more that they make each other feel like they're 19. Like, I mean, it sounds like she centered herself in the way she talked about it, but like, I wonder if it is a mutual feeling. I don't know.
So like I kind of molded, and I also was like, this is kind of lazy writing, maybe. Like, do I not like that she's saying like, I feel so far from my 19? Like,
it is a little lazy, I think.
And I think even if that is how you feel, which is like, yes, self-centered, but very human.
Yeah.
Like, I like how I feel when I'm around you. You see me in a way that makes me feel good or makes me feel
like
somehow more whole. Yeah, like myself. But like, that's not what a friend says to another.
No.
A friend says like, you are the person I need to be able to talk to. Like, you know, like, so it felt a little, the writing felt a little like
you, it's not so much that you make me feel 19, it's that you
got me and nobody gets me.
Yeah, or like talking, like you're saying, like talking to you makes the world make sense.
Yeah.
That would have been a lovely thing to write at Four Seasons.
At Tina, sorry. And you literally are the best writer in the world. So so I just sat with that scene for a minute, but overall the show's so fucking good. And it like really, the writing is exceptional because these characters, I care about all of them, and they're all messy and bad.
Yeah, and funny. I also wonder if it is just like a thing we won't understand until we're 48.
Maybe so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, I also do think there is, I think culturally, this more talking about like my changing body and mind as a middle-aged woman. So, and how I think society forces us to sort of change and adapt and maybe not always be ourselves.
Yeah,
which is kind of interesting.
I do think that's very interesting.
But I think I take the note on behalf of Tina.
I did come around. I was like, wait, no, that's Tina. And there's a reason I'm thinking about it so much.
Yeah.
I think it's your point that is feeling the most resonant.
I also think you're right that like friendship, and it is the similar point. We're on the same page today. That like you shouldn't center yourself. But it's like we all kind of do that,
yeah, we think about ourselves all the time.
Yeah. So, but maybe that's true of my point on obsession too. Mm-hmm. But I do think that like we should try as people to not do that.
And the world is infinitely more interesting when we're successful in doing that.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's hard to. I'm very bad at it.
Oh, yeah, same. But I love talking shit.
Same.
Anything?
What else you got? What else are you consuming?
I'm honestly, the only other thing I kind of wanted to talk about today was that I continue to read Before I Let Go, which is the divorce second chance romance that I'm reading.
Oh yeah,
I do find I'm reading it every night, which is great, but it's not something that I'm like just like itching to pick up. They really want me to want them to have sex, and I'm like,
I don't care.
I'm sort of like, loop me out.
That's kind of your business.
Yeah, like I think it would be great if you guys moved on, actually, but whatever.
Was it a dead child?
It was. Well, it was a stillborn, actually. And I will say they really dragged, like, this is just a note. The author really dragged out the like
what happened.
It was too much. It was too much. I was like, literally say what happened. Like, I can tell what happened. Yeah. It would be one thing if you were being really vague about it, but it's like, it's so clear that someone died. Can you just?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really sad. And I do actually like, it's interesting to read a romance that has this more like real life tragedy woven through, because I do think this is probably something that like if I were in a different place in my life, if I read this, I'd probably be like, this rips. But it's just like not something that's really speaking to me, but it is interesting, like also because like you get goes back and forth between Yasmin and Josiah, the two, like each like the chapters flip, and so you get the perspective of like a mother losing a child and how like she's like, I can never really move on from that. And like obviously neither can he, but it's like different. And then like also as a woman, she has been told that like talking about her feelings is okay, so like and he has not, so it's like that is interesting, and I'm like, this is like real shit that's like done well. There were two things I just kind of wanted to flag from what I've read so far as like funny / interesting. I'm 50% of the way through the book about. But one was like just something that I thought, like, I feel like we've talked about this before, where something's in a book and you're like, okay, this just seems like something that's like personal to you. And you've decided to drop it in, and we're kind of like, wait, what? So first, they have a dog. They share a dog, but he got the dog. The dog chose him in the divorce. But they also like live in the same neighborhood, so it's like whatever. But there's like this whole part about like what the dog eats, and it's pureed vegetables with like raw meat with a cracked egg over top of it and a little bit of yogurt. And it's like the son is like passionate that that's what the dog should eat. And I'm like, I wonder if it'll come back at some point, and this is like, but I'm like, why are we spending a page about what the dog is eating? And I literally just made a note. It was like, this just feels like something the author really cares about, that like dogs should eat raw food. Like, I don't want to hear about the cracked egg over the raw meat. It's actually like really grossing me out. So that was just something I thought was funny. And then the other, like, again, I haven't gotten to a single sex scene yet. They sometimes like, though, will reminisce. Both of them will like reminisce about their.
Remember when we used to have sex?
Like in their heads, they don't ever like. Yeah. But like he'll be like, she looks hot, I have an erection, or something.
I hated the way you said that.
Sorry, I mean, it's not like that.
She looks hot, I have an erection.
Like the guy from the subway.
She looks hot. I have an erection.
That was a beautiful line read. So like, but yeah, there's just like, so I don't really know how she's gonna write the smut yet, but every once in a while I do wish we get like a flashback, and there's one part where he's talking about their first kiss, where he like they get, or not their first kiss, it's like their first sexual escapade, and they get home from this date and he like pushes her up against the door and then like fingers her to completion. But there was one like phrase that took me out of the ordinary that I had to share. Our tongues fucking. Oh, I loved it.
Our tongues. No.
You don't like it? I thought it was kind of, I was like, oh.
Okay.
I thought that was like a nice way to, well, not a nice way maybe, but like kind of an interesting way to describe making out when done well.
Sure. No, and now that I've sat with it, kind of looked at it from all angles,
maybe you had to be there. Maybe you had to be part of the flashback with me.
I think I'm pro. And at first blush, I was like, well, I think of the verb fucking.
Fucking is sort of horrible. Yeah.
And then like your tongues are penetrating each other. Your tongues.
Well, tongues also have sort of a what's the word I'm looking for when something is like a penis?
Phallic.
It sort of have a phallic in nature too.
But like you both have penis
in your mouth.
Okay, wait. Now we're on to something.
Yeah, so I thought, I don't know. And I don't think fucking to me necessarily is like a penetrative. Like I don't have that same association.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, of course, well,
no, you're right.
I don't know. It feels just more like yeah, that's fucking.
It's it's fucking. Yeah. I think, yeah, for sure. I take that point. Well, that's a good segue into our next section.
It is really
we talk about our writing. But today
we're talking about what inspires our writing, which we've done this before with other things in the past, like our favorite meet. I think we did like favorite meet cutes. I don't remember. I don't remember anything we've done. But today we're talking about our favorite sex scenes. Molly hates this.
Listen, I don't think I approached the exercise that way, if I'm honest.
That's okay.
Well, favorite,
best, I think, is
not even really what I did.
Okay, I'll say how I approached it, and then maybe you say how you approached it.
That sounds good.
I approached it like, what are the most memorable sex scenes for me, and really the ones I like the most, and then thinking about like why that is.
Okay.
So yeah, how did you approach it?
Memorable was really kind of like what popped for me, and then I reread some of these. I was like, oh,
yeah,
like where was I? Who was I? But it's just like you can't be taking me out of the ordinary. Like it's all in context, in situ. It feels more
normal.
Or yeah.
Well, if you took any scene out of any of these books and handed it to a perfect stranger, they'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Did you just do a sex crime to me? Like,
I'm taking you to the 9th precinct for prisoner drop off. Yeah. Well, and so, okay, to that end, like, memorable, like, one of the selections I have for us today. Do you mind if I just jump right into it? It's like, you remember I, like, lavish praise onto Square Waves, which is a follow-up to...
I know.
You do know. You're the only one who remembers the name of this book.
Big fan.
831 Publishing published both of those. Apparently there's another.
Oh wait, also I think that it got picked up for production.
All three. Yeah. Including Square Waves, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved Square Waves, but I remembered like this took me out of the ordinary. And the moment too, actually, you reach the end of literally what is one of my favorite romances I've read just happens to be a novella, so it's short.
You're an expert.
And I'm an expert.
Latin American
Literally
novellas.
studied Latin American novellas. Okay. Reached the end of it and I was like, wait, what? Like, I'm just like, you've not even really let me get my rocks off. And it ends with a QR code. And it goes,
oh, I remember
more,
this.
You little piggy, you little sick fuck. So I remembered that scene and I went back to that.
Yeah.
For this exercise. That, even though these are characters I love, fresh off a story I love.
Right.
And it's treated as an epilogue, but it's a tack on sex scene.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. But like it gives you some of that payoff you're looking for in an epilogue where it's like, we've been together years. Like, this is how this is going.
Yeah.
Like, we live here. This is who we hang out with. So you're like getting some of that like grounded story payoff.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then like,
and then he railed me.
and it really does. And it's, okay. So what works about it for me is the context. He's an artist. Okay. And like, after like there's a lot of like back and forth about like his self-consciousness about his art. Like he's very like tepid to take anything seriously because he doesn't want people to hold him accountable. He doesn't trust himself to execute.
Yeah.
That's like a big central conflict they work through. And now like here we're at the epilogue and he's like a pretty successful artist. So successful, he has his own studio.
Okay.
But like it's been a conflict between them. She's like, get serious about your work. And he's like, stop it. Like,
right.
Stop.
Yeah.
So she's shown up in his paintings in small ways.
Okay.
Her hair and the edge of the frame, her silhouette in the distance.
Got it.
But she's now perusing his studio for the first time, and she's like, what's that canvas for? Like a big empty canvas. And he's like, oh. And she's like, me? And then he wordlessly pulls out a smaller canvas, and he's like, sit down. And she sits down, and then he doesn't stay painting for long. Okay. And like that's hot.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And like the way it goes down, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the sequence.
We decided we're not reading them.
Yeah. You guys can get the QR code to
you have to do the own walk of shame to the QR code.
We'll like post it maybe, but you gotta click through it. Oh wait, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. But what kind of upon revisiting it, what kind of like bummed me out, if I'm honest, is like some of the early dialogue. Like, these aren't my characters. Leon murmurs, looking up at me. Fuck, Cass, you that hungry?
Wait, what?
I believe that's in reaction to her like eagerness to have sex.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, Cass, you that hungry? She goes, I have been all week. I don't recall you guys talking like that.
Yeah.
And this really goes back to a Catherine Walsh tip where she was like, we had asked her, like, okay, writing sex is a little uncomfortable for these two gals. And she was like, if you're using normal language and talking normally and it's true to the characters that you know very well, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And that felt like a violation of that code.
Interesting. It is always kind of weird with these things where it's like, because I think there's a range. Like Catherine Walsh, like her dialogue doesn't shift, I don't think, that much when it gets into the bedroom. Sometimes it really does, like with Tessa Bailey, where it's like, oh my god, like
that's
we're doing
crazy.
Like dirty talk. Like
you go from Sweet Magnolia,
yeah, exactly,
to so pornographic.
Yeah. And I was just gonna say, I don't really mind when the dialogue gets a little bit like
maybe not that grounded in reality.
Yeah, I kind of, because I'm like, that's not like, I don't think that's crazy necessarily to have two characters do a little dirty talk.
No,
but I think you have to make me really buy into the characters' chemistry and relationship in order to earn that. Yeah. Nastiness.
That's right.
So, but I wonder if like when you read it the first time, because you're in the context of like,
I was probably more charitable.
It's tough when you're just like coming into it and it's like, whoa.
Literally, we were pulling up like our selections before this podcast, and the two of us were just kind of like,
we were like eyes glazed over, kind of like what? Shit. Because is there anything else you want to share about that one? I'll start I did too, and I'll start with How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong, which we've definitely talked about on the podcast. We read it as a book club book, I think.
This is a great book.
I think actually I picked it. It's great.
Really good.
Really, and I think we've referenced it as being like really smutty, but it's not. It doesn't take me out of the ordinary when it gets really smutty.
Completely.
And
like the whole book club was like, yeah. Not a single person was taken out of the ordinary positive.
No, and I think now that we're talking about it, I think one way it makes me not uncomfortable is that they're both perverts.
Yes.
Like they're both fucking perverts.
Yes.
So when it gets to the bedroom and one of them starts being like kind of nasty, the other one like gives it right back.
Yeah.
And there were many scenes in this book I could have chosen.
Yeah.
As being well done.
I hope you chose my favorite.
The writer's room.
Yeah.
It really was between that and writing the address on the upper thigh.
Oh, sorry. I actually thought that was my favorite.
But that wasn't enough for this exercise for me. And then also yesterday in the park, I was reminded of the scene and I also think what's done really well in this book is that that's the first time they have like full on sex.
Right.
There's a
lot of nasty stuff.
Right. That's not to say they don't. It's she dips your toes into the, and by the time we get to the writer,
the scene where he creams his jeans.
I was just about to say. Emma and I were in the park yesterday. She reminded me, she was like, you and I were the only two in book club who liked the scene where he came in his pants. And I was like, yeah. And if that makes me a pervert, fine.
Take me to the drop off.
If that makes me a prisoner or a pervert, take me to the ninth precinct. But by the time we get to the writer's room, you're kind of like, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
And a couple things I really like about this scene. One, so they're starting to explore each other's bodies. And then they decide it's getting a little like, what are we doing here? Yeah. And so they spend the day together, shopping for a lamp or something.
Farmer's market.
Yeah. It's very sweet. We're dating, but not. And then they end up, he's like, what if we go to the office? I forget why, but they're like, we're going to go to the office. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
And then they sit across from each other at this table and they are like, we're not, they sort of set out the parameters of what this relationship is going to be. There's going to be an expiration date on it because she doesn't live in LA, whatever. And so this is just sex. And then they have just sort of sex on the writer's room table. And I like that because it's perverted. One, I like it because also we're both competence heads.
Yeah.
So it's the two people who are top in their game at the place where they're top in their game.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Being disgusting. And also while they're doing that, there's at one point where they're both I've imagined doing exactly this so many times on this table. Also hot.
Yeah.
And then there's also a whole thing about her having small titties and
love
wearing a really ugly bra and underwear, and I'm like, well, the small titties part's not relatable to me, but the wearing really ugly underwear part is. All this to say I like how there's insecurity woven throughout and it's handled really well. I think that's all I had to say about that one, but
it's a great scene.
It was very memorable to me, which is why I picked it.
And like you've said in that novel, there is so much build.
Yes.
These
the build is really well done.
Being so crazy to one another. They're being freaky.
They're playing reindeer games.
Yeah. And then I think sometimes that is at once one of the most successful aspects of a romance, but at the same time, you've created a hell for yourself.
Yeah, you better be good.
Stick the landing.
Yeah, and she does, and she sticks it a few more times, to be honest. But I think it's something that I now that we're talking about it, that is, I would love to be able to do this in what I'm writing, I think build is kind of like, we've lost the art of foreplay in books.
Totally. And I'm kind of hating what you're doing with your hand.
Sorry.
She just kind of like did a caress of the
I did
air.
kind of, yeah. You know what? Maybe blur that out in the video, Ben.
Put a mitten on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, that was my.
That's really good. And then do you want to hear my other selection?
Yeah.
Again, memorable, but actually throughout. So one of my favorite romances of the past 5 years, let's say, is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood.
Great selection.
I
forgot about Ali Hazelwood. Great choice.
Literally this week I was like, before we decided that this is what we were gonna do for the podcast, I was like, I should reread Deep End. It's Deep End. So good. Yeah. Like, so I did kind of revisit a few different scenes. Candidly, nothing like I'm not gonna commit to any one or the other.
Okay.
But I do think the way the book broadly treats sex is like very successful.
Yeah.
We've talked about it on the pod before, the like premise of the book. It's like it's a romance between two people who are into like
BDSM.
Yeah. And they from the very beginning like are very concerned with the contract of their engagement and like the rules basically of their play.
Yes.
You're writing about a kind of romance that isn't as represented, and then like you're also like because it's like you're disproportionately like speaking for that kind of romance because there's not a lot of speaking. You have to like to walk this thin line.
Yeah, you have to be kind of careful.
And like there's like consent is like a constant question and like among people who maybe like don't play that way.
Yeah, right.
All to say, like similar, maybe not similar, but it's like it's a high difficulty vault to land.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Landed.
I agree.
Yeah. Like wow.
10-10 dive, if you will.
10-10 dive. And I think it's okay to an extent because in this book, the woman is the submissive. Like the way her like kind of like freedom in sex is described is so compelling. Like it's like it's like stuff like a blowjob where you're like, typically I don't want to read a scene about a blowjob. Like,
it's such a good point. Yeah.
But like in this scene, like it's all centered on like how she gets off on this kind of contract with this guy. Like this kind of dynamic. And like she's like, it feels so good to do this right. And like, I'm so into this.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I totally get what you mean. And I think like having this framework of like BDSM for her allows her to feel a lot more like sexual free. Like even though she is like the submissive, it makes her feel a lot more like sexual freedom, which is very compelling to read.
Completely.
Yeah.
So it's like the scenes are fun and like because they have this like dynamic between them, it's a lot of like withholding or like not like like the first scene, it's like I love what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But and like then he's like, okay, like we have to go do our school project.
Right. Like it's like but it's like she gets off on that.
She's like, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like it's about doing it right.
Doing it right.
And then that makes her happy. And that is interesting.
It is interesting. And you're like, as a reader, even a reader who doesn't participate in that kind of romance, you're like, hey, I'm enjoying this read.
Completely. I felt the same way. It's not something that like, I'm not like, God, I gotta read BDSM. Like, I gotta read more BDSM.
And I've not picked up a single book in that vein since.
Though I do think we should read 50 Shades of Grey just as like, I think it would be hilarious.
I know it's so not as good.
I know.
Remotely, but I just think it
would be fun because it was such a cultural moment to see.
It really was. It'd be so millennial of us.
It would be so like, honestly, Gen X of us.
Totally.
Yeah, no,
I never read it.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. I've never even seen the movie. How crazy is that?
I don't know that I've seen the whole thing either.
Yeah. I feel like we were at an age where it was like
our parents said no.
Our parents were definitely like, no, yeah. Right?
Right? Like it came out when we were young.
We were in high school, I think. But like again, you knew me in high school. That wasn't allowed.
2015.
Oh, we were in college. We were busy having fun, baby.
No, Siege and I were living together saying, we're not allowed to watch 50 Shades of Grey.
Molly was like, please, Siege, can we watch 50 Shades of Grey? I said, no.
We're not allowed.
It's not allowed. Father Shane will come here and shut it down.
McShane.
Father McShane will come here and lock it down. Yeah, no, I think that's a really... And I actually love that you picked a blowjob scene. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I do think it's like...
worked.
Yeah, because sometimes in books you're like...
Like, yeah. Like, almost always I'm like... Oh,
skip.
Skip. This is not for her pleasure.
This is not ribbed for her pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Should I say mine?
Please.
Okay, then the other one I didn't do a book for my second one because was that allowed?
No, yeah, of course. I'm just curious.
Just because
it's porn.
So it's Pornhub / No, the other one I picked because I was like, what is the other one of the most this one's gonna take you out of the ordinary.
So excited.
This is another one that's super memorable for me, and I don't know, like, it's dicey slightly for me to talk about, but it's the first real sex scene between June and Nick in The Handmaid's Tale. Sorry.
What are you talking
sorry.
about?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
The first consensual sex scene between...
And you're saying the show.
Yes, the show. So a few things. One, it's impossible to talk about how hot this scene is without talking about how hot I find Max Minghella.
Max Minghella, or whatever, however you say his last name, is so hot.
So hot. And he's so hot in every sex scene in this show, by the way. Or every consensual sex scene in this show. But
yeah.
Like, there's just, like, I don't know, that man must be, like, his star sign must be something it's magnetic.
Really?
Yeah. Can you actually look up his star sign for me? Just for my own research.
Yeah.
So let me set it up for you. I think I've even maybe talked about this on the pod before, but in the context of the show, he has been introduced as, because June has not been able to get pregnant with her captain. Interesting, thank you. He's a Virgo. Huh. Because she's not yet conceived, they're like, we need to bring in someone. It might not be her. Like, we need to bring in fresh sperm, maybe. So they bring in Nick, who's the guardian of the household. He's like he's security for the household.
Okay. And
they're like, you're gonna have to sort of contribute your sperm to this situation, which is horrifying, a horrifying scene to endure, horrifying. Uh-huh. But what makes the sex scene after it sets up the sex scene after it to be very, like, powerful to me, because she's obviously, June, you know, is just upset because she's in Gilead and she's being just, like, absolutely yeah, you guys get it. So she kind of reaches this, like, breaking point where she's just like, fuck my life, and she walks over. He gets his own, like, garden shed to live in. She has to live in the house, obviously, but he gets his own, like, space.
Okay.
So she makes this decision. Also, this whole scene is completely silent. There's no dialogue, which I think is really powerful. Ooh. She walks over to his shed in complete silence and, like, just knocks on his door, and then she starts taking his clothes off, and then taking her own clothes off, and it's completely silent. It's like, and he is just letting her, like, decide what's happening. Okay. Which is sort of, like, I think at once healing for her, yeah, and also extremely hot. Mm-hmm. And then they just have, like, really intense sex.
Fucking.
Yeah, there's some fucking. And I love the choice to not do any dialogue. Yeah. Also, like, this is not about writing, but, like, the way he looks at her in the scene is, like, really, he's just like laser focused on her. Mm-hmm. And obviously the situation that they're in has forced that, like, you know how we love to talk about romance is most prescient in the wake of, ongoing tragedy.
Yeah.
So the two of them like sort of finding this dynamic in an otherwise really tragic situation is also really like romantic to me, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Also steamy, but like romantic more so than anything. I really like it. Again, the choice to not have dialogue was big for me because it's just
Sounds
like
good.
huffing and puffing and blowing my house down. I'll tell you that.
No, she has no house.
I have no house.
Shoot.
No, she has no house.
Sometimes romance does that.
Sometimes romance makes you homeless.
That's a good selection. And you're right, that took me out of the ordinary. I was scared.
I know, and listen,
but I didn't end scared.
Okay, well, I think this was a fun, if not horrifying exercise.
Yeah, totally. We respect the genre enough to talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
We're allowed Father McShane.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're gonna see 50 Shades of Grey sometimes.
We're gonna do
We're
it.
30 now and we can. And we're gonna.
We're allowed.
We're allowed and we're gonna see it.
We're gonna watch that movie.
Okay.
Chiefs has seen it. We have it. We're gonna.
We're gonna. Yeah.
What's the most romantic thing that happened to you this week?
Recency bias, it always gets us. But something romantic did happen to me while I walked up here. I was coming from the East Village after doing the move. And somewhere in the 70s,
Get out those maps.
I passed a couple. The guy was sitting on his stoop with like the biggest, floppiest, most tired golden retriever that's ever lived. And she's like flopped next to him, and his girlfriend is standing in front of him. And these two are stoned. They're like in workout gear. I think they like went for a run stoned.
Okay,
maybe.
that's the thing people do.
Yeah. And so they're like standing there, and she's kind of like standing in front of him, just kind of bopping. And like they're having like a lazy conversation, and this dog is just a mop next to him. And then the girlfriend kind of like loses her train of thought and then looks at the dog and goes, "She looks just like Lana Del Rey."
Oh, I'm obsessed with her.
Obsessed.
That is such a funny thing to say.
She looks just like Lana Del Rey. I was like, that's so romantic.
That is so romantic. Sweet. Yeah, to think that and it's like your dog doesn't look like
of course
Lana
not.
Del Rey, but that's awesome that you think that.
I think it was that the dog had kind of like a dreamy stare and like beautiful blondish reddish hair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But no, the dog didn't look like Lana Del Rey. No. But like, what a beautiful kind of like whimsical thought to jump across your brain. What a nice thing to say out loud to your boyfriend.
Yeah. Did he say anything interesting in response?
I walked by and didn't even wait for her response. But what a nice thing for the dog to hear, too.
Yeah.
You look like a global pop star.
Yeah, to me, you are Lana Del Rey.
You look like a really prolific musical
Fordham
artist.
graduate.
Fordham graduate.
I don't know.
No, dropout yet. Yeah. Call up Father McShane.
Excuse me, Father McShane. Before we watch 50 Shades of Grey, we need to know if Lana Del Rey graduated.
Trump didn't.
Yeah, dropout.
Yeah.
Transfer to other school.
Yeah. So
I love that.
Also, just like what a funny Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
For, like, their little family. You know?
And they probably both listen to so much Lana Del Rey when they're stoned on their runs.
It was cute.
That's really cute. I like that.
All right, I'd like to turn it back to you.
Hit me.
What's the most romantic thing that happened to you this week?
Okay, the most romantic thing that happened to me this week is happening to all of us.
Ooh.
And it's how we're being absolutely inundated with content of Sean Evans and Keke Palmer.
Yeah. That's right.
And it's romantic to me. It's romantic to me that they, and I know, listen, I am like totally, what's that word? When you're like, deluded, yeah, for sure. But what's that word that you use when you are like projecting?
Parasocial?
I'm being parasocial 100%, and we all are.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh yeah, it's not just you.
It's and it's not okay. But that being said, that man's in love with her.
Yeah,
the way
he's in love with her.
He looks at her is not the way you look at any old gal off the street.
No.
Or your friend.
No, it's how you look at a woman after she broke a stick and made a wish.
Yeah, except this time it's beautiful. But to this actual point, I think he would love her if she never even like deigned to speak to him again.
Yep.
That man is devoted.
Yeah.
And I also love that she knows it. I feel like she knows it.
Yes.
People are like in the comments like, can't you see? It's like she knows. It's
knows.
like, you know, when your friend's in love with you, actually. And I do implore her to give him a shot. But listen, I think what I love about it is that she's doing what she wants.
Yes.
And I just find that what's happening there to be pretty romantic.
Yeah, it's very romantic.
Did you see the clip where like it's like Kiki's mom interviewing the two of them or something?
No.
And like someone says like Mr. and Mrs. Evans.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, I thought you were talking about me and Kiki, like Mr. and Mrs. Evans. He's just like so like he's flirty.
He's flirty.
And he means it. He's not like,
oh
yeah.
Yeah.
He means
no
it.
West Wilson.
Yeah. No.
He's not, oh, let's be. No.
He means it.
He means it with his whole pussy.
And Kiki Palmer is incredible.
She's incredible.
And like that's the other thing that's romantic about it to me is like she should be pined after like this.
Completely. And she's had like not like isn't the
she had like a bad ex.
father of her kid like not a great guy.
Yeah, there is some. I think
Yeah. So like let a man treat you real well.
Right.
Yeah. No, I do like it.
Yeah.
He's smitten.
He's smitten, and men should be smitten.
Men should be absolute lover boys for the women that they pursue.
And you shouldn't care if he lives or dies. That's to me romantic.
And now we've really kind of gotten to the core of the like, what's the most romantic thing to you?
To me, that is the most romantic. That is romance.
Well, podcast is over now. Actually,
We've solved it.
All right.